County area since 1910. We partner with families and communities to raise healthy, successful children and youth through services including counseling, early learning, youth development, domestic violence, and education support for school-aged children. Committed to serving the African American community, Atlantic Street Center provides services and support for all marginalized people. Learn more at AtlanticStreetCenter.org.
What's on your heart? Are you exhausted at the lack of progress for people of color in business, politics, and life? This is Cindy Bright, the host of Heartbeat Radio. Each week, we explore this heart condition in the country that is affecting you and me. We have real conversations about what's necessary for change. It's time to change this dialogue. Will you join this Heartbeat weekly, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio?
Greetings. This is your host, DJ Naftali, Rainier Avenue Radio World, the best DJ in the Seattle area. You can catch me every Monday at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Like I said, this is DJ Naftali, the best reggae in Seattle, Washington, the best radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio World. Mine, right?
PrEP is a daily pill that can significantly reduce your chances of getting HIV, and typically it takes a trip to a physician to get it. Now you can visit select pharmacies, get tested on the spot, and walk away with your first month of PrEP. It's easier than ever to protect yourself from HIV, and with all the coverage options, you can get it at a very low cost. To find your nearest participating pharmacy, go to doh.wa.gov/PrEP now. That's doh.wa.gov/PrEP. Do it now. This is a message from the Washington State Department of Health and Public Health, Seattle and King County.
You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio,
your community radio station.
Ay Pilipino, ang dugo'y maharlika, likas sa aking puso at ika'y
Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Saan man kayo naroroon, wherever you are in the world. Ito po ang Fil-Am Radio Show, broadcasting live every Tuesday afternoon from 1 to 2:30 p.m. shuttle time. That's every Wednesday from 4 to 5:30 a.m. Philippine time and 6 to 7:30 a.m. Australian time through the magic of StreamYard and the facilities of Rainier Avenue Radio World in Seattle, Washington, USA. Ito po si Mel Salvador at ang aking pong kasama.
Ako po si Kuya Bert Kawili.
Our producer is Daniel Velez of Rainier Avenue Radio World. Our program is internet-based, so you can listen and watch live right now. Saan man kayo naroroon, anywhere in the world. Just log on to www.rainieravenueradio.world or in YouTube. Hanapin po lamang ang Fil-Am Radio Show episode 261. Our show is video recorded by our producer, Daniel Velez, so you can watch later at your own convenience. Through the Facebook page of Rainier Avenue Radio World, YouTube, or through my Facebook page, Mar Salvador, Kuya Bert Kawili, Bert Angels Washington, or Vicky Navarro. Just look for Fil-Am Radio Show episode 261. It broadcasts in Taglish, Tagalog English, so our speaking audience can understand our show. So for now, just relax and enjoy our show. Salamat po. Our program always starts with a prayer and ends with a prayer. So let's all bow our heads and join Kuya Bert in his opening prayer.
Ama namin, purihin ang iyong pangalan, bagamat di kami karapat-dapat, ay nangahas kaming sumamo sa inyo na basbasan po ninyo ang aming mga pamilya, mga kaibigan at ang lahat ng tumatangkilik sa aming programa ngayong hapon. Kawaan niyo po ang mga kapatid namin na may mga karamdaman na pagkalooban ng madaling paggaling o ng kaginhawahan. Kawaan ninyo din po ang mga kapatid naming naliligaw ng landas, pinag-aarining na mainit na simbuyo at kataasan na pagkalooban ng maliwanag na isip at kahinahunan upang magsipagbalik loob sa inyo. Maghari nawa sa lahat ng tao ang mabuting pagsasamahan, kababaang loob at kapayapaan ngayon at magpakailan paman. Siya nawa. Amen.
Amen. Good afternoon, Kuya Bert. Good afternoon, Danielle. Good afternoon, Shuttle. Good morning, Australian Philippines. Kuya Bert, today we have a very special guest, a great singer, songwriter, all the way from Cebu City, Philippines. So let's welcome
Mary
Ozaraga.
Ayan, si
Yay!
Mary.
Good morning. Good evening.
Maayong
Morning.
buntag sa imo, Mary.
Mayang buntag. Mayang gabi. Or is it afternoon there, Kuya Bert?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mayang hapon.
Wow. Maayong hapon. Isang, Cebuano ka ba?
Opo. Bisayang dako.
Bisaya.
would say here.
Okay, Bisaya. From Cebu City. Okay. We have so many friends who are visiting Cebu City every year. So
that's
anyway,
great.
we're happy to have you.
Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Okay. Wala and our good friend, Vicky is not here today, but I hope that she is able to listen anyway. We will miss her. Si Norbert, yung aking one and only son who will report on sports dito po sa Seattle, will be coming in after the first break. So, Miles, let's do our opening song.
Our opening song is After Days by Mary Ozaraga. Yay.
All right.
I need to get up, but my soul weighs me down. I'm still free falling when I hit the ground. Oh, yeah. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. I'm not making progress. I've been walking back and forth. Misplaced my purpose. They say the pain is part of growing. I've been wondering how wide will my heart grow before it rips it open. Yeah, I need to get up, but my soul weighs me down. I'm still free falling when I hit the ground. Oh, tell me where do I go from here? 'Cause I hear come on me, soaring high with wings like eagles. Yeah, when the storms will roll away, and when I'm caught up in the deep, I'm holding on to you, believing, yeah, that the storm was rolled away, and I'll see better days. Da da da, da 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 da. Ooh, but the lies are getting louder. But I know that's all they'll be, and they'll be true forever. So I'm trusting in your promise. 'Cause I hear through the noise. Loud and clear, I hear come on me. Soaring high with wings like eagles, yeah, when the storms will roll away. And when I'm caught up in the deep, I'm holding on to you, believing, yeah, that the storm is rolled away, and I'll see better days now, better days now, better days now, better days. I'll see better days now, better days now, better days now, change and it's under my skin. So you hold me close and I'll breathe you in. Tell me where do I go from here? And as I wait for the sun to arise, you be my light as I conquer this night. Tell me where do I go from here? Cause I feel a change and it's under my skin. As you hold me close, I'll breathe you in. Tell me where do I go from here? And as I wait for the sun to arise, you be my light as I conquer this night. Tell me where do I go from here? As I hear you call on me to soar on high with wings like eagles. Yeah, when the storms will roll away, out I'm caught up in the deep. I'm holding on to you, believing, yeah, that the storm is rolling away, and I'll see better days now, better days now, better days now, better days. I'll see better days now, better days now, better days now, better days. I'll see.
All right. Wow. Better days now.
Yan
Oh
po
my God.
ang Better Days by Mary Ozaraga. Ay, Kuya Bert, I just want to say hello to Irving Mendoza and Tyler Patcher. Thank you for watching, Irving and
Alright.
Tyler. Yeah.
Mary, I like the rhythm in there. Napapaindak
Oh,
tuloy ako ng di oras.
yeah.
You know, I guess we'll hear more of those because
Oh, good
as said,
morning,
oh
Princess Sunny
my gosh,
Diana. Good morning, all the
Morning,
way
Princess
from
Honey.
Puerto Princesa, Palawan. Good
Hello.
morning, Princess
yeah.
Sunny.
Kilala Mary, do you know Princess Sunny? Have you heard of
Uh,
her?
I've heard of her, yes, recently. Actually, I think last week lang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Anyway, mga kaibigan, this is a very special and talented guest that we have tonight or today because
yeah.
number one, she's an architect. And number
Yay!
two, which is even more surprising, is that she is a master plumber.
Yay!
Wow,
Awesome.
you know.
Ay,
Anyway, master
amazing.
plumber. So I don't know now. And of course, she's a songwriter and she's a singer, as you could see. So ang tanong ko, with all these talents that you have, so ano ang number one mong talagang gusto? You know, that you really love to do? Architect, plumbing, as a plumber, or as a
Uh,
songwriter,
Singing.
singer?
Yeah.
yeah. I think one thing that has always been part of my life has been music. So yun talaga
Mm,
kind
yun
of fuels my
talaga.
blood. Yeah.
Yeah, don't be
Architect.
ashamed to speak in Tagalog,
Yeah.
Taglish.
And speak louder
Okay.
too. Speak louder. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
that's
just want to ask.
wonderful.
I just want to ask Mary. Do you sing while you're working?
Unfortunately, not so much kasi I work in the job site, so construction site.
Ah.
Sobrang maingay doon.
Yeah, maingay doon ha. That's right. Pero siguro, do you also work in the plumbing of homes? Dito sa Seattle, for example, and the United States, you know, plumbing's a big business. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're a master plumber, I tell you, that is really
They
big
charge a lot.
business.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, master plumber is not the physical fixing the plumbers that you see do. We're
mhm.
more of the ones who design the plumbing system of a house
Oh.
or a building.
I
So we
see.
study how
Oh.
that excrement. We study their behavior and design a path for them
Well,
and water systems.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess that's part of being an architect. So that includes all as an architect, maybe. But you don't do physical plumbing repairs or thing
No, no,
like
no.
that. It's more on their design and layout, maybe, and
Yes,
you
yes.
know, like you said. Oh, that's interesting. So
Yeah.
it doesn't. I was reading your bio, and it doesn't really say that when you started your singing, except that you started sharing your
Yes.
songs during the pandemic. So can
That
you
is
tell
right.
me more about your background as a kid when you were growing up? Were you already involved in singing in contests? You know.
Not really. Actually, surprisingly, I'm never really considered myself a singer. It was more my sisters that were really good singers, and
Oh, your
I didn't
Oh,
have
sibling.
a yeah.
Oh.
And so
wow.
I've always kind of taken the uh, back then I was a drummer. I was
Oh,
Okay.
drummer for our band, and I was drummer for different bands, just amateur bands, nothing professional. And then it was only when I started uh, being part of a worship team in our church, and eventually
Oh.
I was still just a drummer. Then I really
I'll
wanted
be,
to stay being a drummer. Pero
I'll
God
be
was
there.
parang
Yeah.
nudging me forward. Eventually, I learned to play
mm,
the guitar, and then eventually I learned to sing.
Wow.
Just through that, yeah.
That's really interesting because first you were in a choir singing most likely all some religious kind of songs, and you're a
Yes,
drummer. Wow,
yes.
that is
mm.
really so. I would say you're a multi-talented person:
Yeah.
architect, master plumber, drummer, guitarist,
Guitarist, yeah.
now singer. How much?
Wow.
Wow.
What else can you do?
Saludo ako sa iyo talaga. Because
Yeah.
so were you born in Cebu or did you
Yes,
grow up?
born and raised in Cebu.
Oh,
Yes,
truly Cebuano,
tama.
Cebuana. So later on in the program, are you gonna try to sing a Visayan song? Let me see. I
Uh,
don't know. I didn't see any Visayan song.
no,
I
actually,
told her she gonna sing live. Yeah.
yes, I will
Okay.
sing live, but a Tagalog song that I've written and released a few months ago. Yeah, but
Oh,
not a Cebuano
Okay.
song.
you wrote it also?
Yes, I did. Yes,
Wow. So all of these songs that that I see on our playlist are these mostly
original.
originals?
Yes, they're all originals. Yes,
Wow. Now I would repeat, you really are very talented.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. So, you know, before we go to our first break later, I think we should hear another of her song because she has a lot of original songs. Okay, Miles?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Let's listen to "Love Has the Final Word" by Mary Osaraga.
All
Yay.
right, let's hear it.
In the first light of dawn, all was set in place. Every plan I beck and call, ready to take the stage. Death thought, finally he's got the world in his hands. At his command, love was bound up, pushed around to such disgrace, beaten up and crowned, shamelessly defaced. Oh, how could it be? I got his blood in my hands. Love undefiled and adulterated, stripped with no shame left reserved. Broken and torn, crimson tainted, the cross took the death I deserve. 'Cause love has the final word. On the cross, on display, the greatest sacrifice. Love and bloody disarray, all before my eyes, covered in my guilt. The Father wouldn't turn his face away from love undefiled and adulterated, stripped with no shame left reserved. Broken, torn, crimson tainted, the cross took the death I deserved. It was love poured out but never faded, spilled for every sin's a word. But when blood kissed the cup, death was faded. The cross took the death I deserved. 'Cause love has the final word. The only sight that mattered, I couldn't bear to see. Love held by 3 nails on a tree. Every stripe that marked innocence divine was every bit yours and every bit mine. Love undefiled and adulterated, stripped with no shame left reserved, broken and torn, crimson tainted. The cross took the death I deserved. It was love poured out, never faded, spilled for every sin's word. But when blood kissed the cup, death was faded. The cross took the death I deserved. 'Cause love has the final word. Oh, love has the final word. Oh, love has the final word.
Wow!
Yan po ang Love Has the Final Word by Mary Ozaraga. Yay!
That is really a
Beautiful.
beautiful song.
Yeah.
You know, about love, about, the sacrifice of Christ. And in spite of everything, he still showed his love for us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love the way you are able to put the words together. That's very unique,
Yeah.
and
Thank you. Thank you.
and the music. There's this rhythmic atmosphere. It's either, like you said, what they say about you because of your drumming experience, and now you're
It's very,
playing
I love
some
it.
rhythmic guitars.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is wonderful. I really love that song.
Thank you. Thank
And
you so
I know
much.
in your bio, for example, you're still trying to get to the point where you could really write a song that's about, I would say, religion, maybe not religion, but worship, about
Yes.
worshiping.
It is.
Are you still working very hard on that one? You know,
Yeah. I guess for me, whatever song it may be, as long as it is an act of worship, and it is also in response to how God has been so good. Um,
mhm.
it may not necessarily be something that you can sing in church, which actually most of my songs are not songs that you can sing in church. But I hope that it reaches a heart. Whoever's listening, it reaches a heart and
Yes.
brings healing and just bring God's truth and
Yeah.
bring just that
Yep.
the peace. Yeah.
Yep. No, really. And Miles and I also noticed that she has also written some Christmas songs.
I
You
have.
know,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I really wanted to hear some of them, at least one, but we don't have it in your playlist right now. But
Oh,
if
I can give you a link to that. And maybe I don't know. Maybe Miss Miles can. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
yeah, if you send out a link, maybe
Maybe she can sing it live. Yeah.
no, yeah, she's
Oh,
prepared for
okay.
this
Yeah.
long play here. But
No,
if
you
you
have to sing it
send
live.
send the link to Daniel, our producer. I'm sure that for the time that we have a lot of time. He could search for that one. So if
Okay.
you could do that, you think you
I'm
can
not
send the
sure
link?
who Daniel is. I don't have her contact details. Maybe.
Okay. Let's see if we could
Maybe
have
she
Daniel.
can. Maybe Kuya Bert, she can sing it live.
Unfortunately, I don't have.
Yeah, she's
I'm not
not
sure if
ready
I
for
can.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
because this
Okay.
is just my request now that I'm hearing some. The last song was almost like a worship song already to me,
It
and
is.
and
Well,
you
yeah,
could
maybe.
imagine that it's if it's about Christmas, it's gotta be better than anything else. I'd like to see the
Yeah.
difference because this
I,
is a new way, her new way of singing it, and wow.
Yeah.
I can sing that
Uh-huh.
in, later. Yeah, if I could probably have that as a last song as a sing live.
Yeah,
I can do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So Miles, can you send a message to Miles so that Miles could inform our producer about the link? You think you can do that when we do our break? We will have our break right now. So if you could do that, that would really help. Okay.
Okay.
Send the link to my messenger, Mary.
Okay.
All right. Let's do
Yeah.
that. For now, let's do our first news break. All right.
Stay tuned. Don't go away. We'll be
Most
back.
of our
Yeah.
time. And when I'm not hearing men compare women to residential real estate, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
My name is Keith. I'm a barber from Tacoma, Washington. When the pandemic hit, it did affect me as a business owner. I had my own personal reasons why I didn't get vaccinated. But I was talking to a doctor and he was telling me more about what it could do to protect us and our family. I wanted to get back to that once was, right? I do feel safe knowing that I am vaccinated. I just hope what I'm saying is reaching into people's heads to know that this is the best decision for all of us. To learn more, please visit hereforuswa.org.
This is Big Poppy, host of Jazz from the Cabinets. Join me each week for a listening tour of the first century of jazz, an eclectic mix of Dixieland, big band, cool jazz, bebop, contemporary jazz, world jazz, all jazz in all forms. That's Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy on Rainier Avenue Radio, streaming worldwide on RainierAvenueRadio.world.
Women are not an homogenous group.
We face discrimination differently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
Sa Washington, karamihan ay sang-ayon na ang ating kalsada ay ligtas pag isinangtabi ang telepono. Pero hindi ito madali. Ibahagi ang mensaheng ito at maging halimbawa. Bago umalis, ilagay ang telepono sa glove box. Iset sa Do Not Disturb. Hikayatin ng mga kaibigan at pamilya na gawin din ito. Dahil pag ginawa ang parte natin, ang kalsada ay ligtas para sa lahat. Sabay tayong makakarating doon. Isang mensahe mula sa Washington Traffic Safety Commission.
Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
All right, we're back and hey, welcome Norb.
Kami pa babalik sa inyo lahat. Hi, Norb.
Hi, Mary. I'd like you to meet Norbert, known here in Seattle as NorbCam because of the camera and the video that he does for the sports world here, especially the Seattle Seahawks. I don't know, Mary, if you have heard of the Seattle Seahawks football team.
I've heard. Yes, I have heard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Good day to you, Norb.
Get a YouTube channel, NorbCam. So go and subscribe.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Norb, you're okay. Go.
Yes.
Say hi, Norb.
Okay.
Hi, everybody, and hi, Mary. Nice to meet you. I caught that last song of yours, and I didn't hear if that was original. Was that an original song?
Yes, it is.
It's beautiful. And
Thank you.
what I found fascinating was when you speak in your conversational voice like this, you're so soft spoken. You're almost like a whisper, but yet you hear your voice in this beautiful song, and your voice just rings out, blends beautifully in the harmonies. So it's wonderful. It's a great song. I loved it. So looking forward to hearing more from you. So
By the way, Kuya Bert, just a minute.
He said, Mary said that all of our songs we're gonna be playing and listening are all original. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Ate Miles, you're going to say
Alright.
something?
Yeah, sorry. By the way, Mary, Kuya Bert, Mary already sent me the link, and I already sent it to Daniel in his messenger.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll try to have that as our closing song, maybe.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I think that'd be
nowadays,
perfect, yes.
yeah, it's about, what's the title of it?
The Christmas song is "Joy to the World," so I think that's a great message to send to the world.
Is it but different words?
Yeah,
Yes,
different
totally
one. Yeah.
Totally different
I
song.
see.
Yes.
Well, okay. We're gonna hear that later, mga kaibigan. So anyway, back to Norbert. Before we keep our interview going with Mary, give us a short report, Norb, on what's happening around.
Okay. So from the sports desk, NorbCam sports desk, updates on what's been going on with Seattle sports. Unfortunately, a very disappointing weekend in the world of sports happening right now, particularly with the Seattle Mariners, who are reaching the end of the season, trying to make it into the playoffs for the first time in 21 years. And then you've got the Seattle Seahawks, my Seahawks, who are just starting their season up, trying to keep on the winning side. From the Mariners' standpoint, at a point where they really would need to finish strong, they had a rough weekend playing the last couple of series against some of the worst teams in baseball. They lost to the Kansas City Royals. They had a 9-1 lead, I believe it was, going near the end of the game, and they ended up giving up the lead and losing 13-12 in that last game. So they lost the series to the lowly Kansas City Royals. So that was a bad day on Sunday. And then, of course, the Seahawks, they were 1-1. They had won their first game against the Denver Broncos, and then they lost badly in San Francisco. So they came back home to Lumen Field. I was there with my dad, our friends Mark, and several other people, along with an Atlanta Falcons fan who flew all the way from Atlanta to Seattle to come hang out with me for the weekend and to watch our two teams, the Falcons and the Seahawks, going up against it. It was a back and forth, exciting game. Geno Smith, our quarterback, I thought played exceptionally well in the beginning of the game, the first half. He actually finished the game with probably some of his best yardage throwing. I think threw for over 300 yards. However, in the end, we were in this back and forth battle. It came down to the final minute or two where the Seahawks were down by 4 points. We needed a big play, and we needed to do something where we could get this ball back and score. We were down 3, and there's a few highlights you'll be seeing in the background of Rashad Penny, our running back. But the big finale of that game, we were down by 4. We got a turnover, got the ball back from the Falcons with a chance to win it with a touchdown. Unfortunately, and then there's the final play of the game. Geno Smith throws an interception near the goal line, and that sealed the victory, unfortunately, for the Atlanta Falcons, and we would lose that game 27-23. Sadly, not only did we lose that game, leaving all of us heartbroken, but I myself also, because I had a bet with my Atlanta Falcons friend that whoever lost that game had to wear the opponent's jersey as they left the stadium. So this is a very sad picture of myself with my friend David wearing an Atlanta Falcons jersey in shame because I lost that bet and had to do that as my punishment for my Seahawks letting me down 27-23. So it was a very, very humiliating, sad day in the city of Seattle, not only just for the Mariners, but for the Seattle Seahawks as well. But there's always renewed hope for the next game. The Seattle Mariners open with their final homestand as we get close to the playoff time. The Mariners will take on the Texas Rangers starting tonight. They had a day off yesterday, and hopes we'll get back on the winning track because right now we're still in the playoffs in the number 3 wild card. We wanted to be in the number 1 spot because if we were in the number 1 spot, we would actually host playoff games in Seattle. But as it stands right now, we are in the 3 spot and trying to make sure we don't drop out of that. So there's the standings right there. As you can see, Seattle with a 83-69 record. And we are right behind Tampa Bay, who's in the 2 spot, and Toronto, who is in the 1 spot. We would love to go from here and climb up to the top here. But what we got to worry about now is not letting the Baltimore Birds sneak up and take our spot. So we got to get to winning. Hopefully, maybe we can get the 2 spot. But right now, we just got to stay in the playoffs, and at least we'll be in the hunt in the early part of October, which is right around the corner. So this is the most exciting part of the year. Next game for the Seahawks, we travel to the East Coast over to Detroit to take on the Lions in hopes of taking our 1-2 record, hopefully getting a win there and trying to get back to 500 and go 2-2. So that's what's on tap for us, the sports side. On the professional side, now I should add to that as well, one good point for the Seattle sports scene, the University of Washington Huskies football team, which I went to that game Saturday night, played really well, beat Stanford, and are undefeated so far through 4 weeks of the regular season of college football. So the University of Washington Huskies, my alma mater, my sister's alma mater, we both went to school there, doing very well, played a great game, and now are one of the better teams I've seen in a long time for the Huskies. So very excited about that. We'll keep an eye on Husky football as we see a couple of highlights there. Look at that, 33-15, a blowout, and there's a sack to kind of end the game, near the end of the game, where we were just taking care of business as there's the new quarterback, Penix, just doing it all over the place. And we were there right near that end zone when he scored that touchdown. 40-15, just completely demolished and took care of Stanford, which is something we haven't been able to do in the past. So was so happy to see that win. And it was very exciting. A couple of weird things that happened in that game, as well as the Seahawks game. There was a drone, and gameplay was interrupted by an illegal drone flying over the stadium, both at that Husky game and over Lumen Field. They had to stop play because of this illegal thing, as it's a security threat. You never know what these drones might be up to. They might try to drop something into the field. Twice in a row we've seen that happen. We hope that isn't a recurring thing, but it's in this world of technology where drones are becoming more and more affordable and fly to all kinds of places. Strange things in this world that we have now. So I'll change gears real quick as I wrap this up. But from another standpoint of speaking of undefeated teams, the Kent Ridge volleyball team, my daughter's team, the Chargers, are undefeated as well, getting off to a good start so far, 2-0 in their start in volleyball play. The last game, I think I did talk about some of the highlights from our opener on Monday. They played on Wednesday. They also won that match. And here's a few highlights from that game, starting with Sophie. Sophie here on the outside, number 12, takes the set, hits it off the defender for the score, for the kill. Early on in that action, here's another one as she's hitting from the outside, reaches up, this time goes soft, sinks it into the hole. The guys call it the donut hole where there's no defenders, scores it again. Here's second set, 18-17, Kent Ridge barely on top for the back row. Sophie off the libero, into the back, gets the point, 21-18 in the second set. Back set from the libero. Sophie with another roll shot, sinks it in inside the net. They go up 22-18. Is the score, and Sophie once again with a set from the libero. Another roll shot. She just keeps putting it there. 23-18 with that score, and then we're into the third set action. Sophie from the right side this time. Bam! Off the hands of the defender, and it would be actually a net call on the defender. 13-5, closing in on the finish of this game. So from the outside, this time down the line for the kill. 14-5. And that would be the highlights for Sophie. But we weren't done because my other daughter, Vanessa Kawili, also played in that game. And here's a few highlights from her. Vanessa, number 10 this time on the outside position. She's hitting hard off the blocker and gets the score early on in the first set to get the lead. A pass from Kahea, libero with the bump set to Vanessa. Hard off the back line. Untouched for the score. 12-4 early in the first set. Tip. Vanessa with a tip kill, the rare set kill, actually. Puts it over quickly and gets the point. 5-5 tie in the second set. This time set nicely to the outside again. Vanessa this time just tips it as a block off the blocker, gets the point. Sometimes it doesn't have to be strong, just in the right spot. Back set libero to Vanessa. Off the block again, hard and out of bounds. Gets a 21-9 lead. Here's 21-10 in the third set. Another nice bump set. Vanessa outside this time, hard into the corner, right where you want to put it, where they can't get to it. 22-10. Here it scores 22-11. Closing on the finish. Vanessa again from the outside. This time off the back row defender, 23-11, and that would do it. They would sweep the it was the, what was it again?
The Beamer.
Todd Beamer High School.
Yes.
And it swept them in 3. So tonight they will go again for their third match of the year, this time at Auburn High School. I will be there. My dad will be there, and hopefully with some more winning highlights as we continue to try to win the rest of the matches through this season. Sophie's final season, she is a senior in high school this year. So this is kind of one of those, it's going to be emotional when it's all over. It's hard to believe that she's closing in on the final matches of her high school career, but we're trying to make each one count and enjoy it as we go. So that's it. So good luck, Kentridge Chargers, and hopefully they can get
you, Norb. I don't know if you
Norb. Thank you. Yeah.
I don't know if you have time to stick around, but feel free to do your thing, whatever you're doing. All right.
Yeah, I'll stick on. I want to hear some more of Mary's songs, so I'll stick on.
All right, very good. Okay, we'll go back to Mary, and Mary did promise that she was gonna sing live. So, Mary, are you ready to do that?
Yes, I am. Sure.
Okay. So, mga kaibigan, si Mary Ozaraga from Cebu is gonna sing live for us.
Yay.
So this is a song that I wrote 5 years ago. It was for my students. I was teaching music to some young ladies who were rescued from prostitution, and I wanted to encourage them. And I thought, since they didn't speak English so much, not that well, so I had to write this one in Tagalog, which is not something I'm comfortable doing. But I hope you enjoy this one. Nagising, namulat ako'y bula, di na pala, tila kaliskis, di ko maalis, unti-unting nawawala. Nauuhaw, kakapit patalim, makatikim ng bagong pananaw. Dating utak kong lubhang sa lawahan, ngayon sa'yo tumatanaw, sa'yo tumatanaw. Di na ako maakit ng mga kumikinang, di na bibili maging sa dulo ng baralang hawak kong walang hanggang, walang hanggang. Bagong buhay, umaagol sa ugat kong nalalamig, dating nanigas kong kaluluwa sa iyong bigas niyayanig. Kung banal mo binubuhay ang puso kong namumutla, ngayon ako ay bagong likha, dakila at maharlika. Nagliliyab paangan ng lain na bubuhay, nagsimulang mapatataw, tila tatayo, napapatakbo, katotohanan mapahayag. Bunga, puso kong dating di marunong magmahal, umaasa na sa'yo ako matuto paano umibig ng dangal, umibig ng banal. Di na ako maakit ng mga kumikinang, di na bibili maging sa dulo ng baralang hawak kong walang hanggang, walang hanggang. May bagong buhay, umaagos sa ugat kong nalalamig, dating nanigas kong kaluluwa sa iyong bigas niyayanig. Kung banal mo binubuhay ang puso kong namumutla, ngayon ako ay bagong likha, dakila at maharlika.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. At sa wakas, ako'y lumalakas. Suot sandatang kaloob ng aking amang kataas-taasan. Sa wakas, ako'y lumalakas. Suot sandatang kaloob ng aking amang kataas-taasan. Sa wakas, ako'y lumalakas. Tuhod ko'y luluhod, mga kamay pinataas. Sa wakas, ako'y lumalakas. Tuhod ko'y luluhod, mga kamay, mga kamay, oh, mga kamay tinataas. Di na ako umaakit ng mga kumikinang, di na bibili maging sa dulo ng baril ang hawak kong walang hanggan, walang hanggan. Hey! May bagong buhay umaagos sa ugat kong nalalamig, dating nanigas kong kaluluwa sa iyong bigkas. Niyayanig, itong banal mo, pinubuhay ang puso kong namutla. Ngayon ako ay bagong likha, dakila at maharlika.
Yay!
That was really interesting.
Yan po
It was
ang Maharlika by Mary Ozaraga.
Maharlika. It was more like a rap music combined.
Yes.
You know,
It could be. I do write in that.
Ruth
style, but
Harris.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
that's
okay.
kind of
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah. What do you think, Norb?
Yeah, I liked it because I love the acoustic sound. I could tell why you were a drummer before, because you have so much rhythmic
Rhythm.
feeling
Yeah.
to the background of your songs. And yet, I see what you're saying, Dad. I wouldn't normally call it rap per se, but the lyrics have a very fast-paced
Right.
cadence to it, which gives it almost, you could almost, if you took the melody out, it would be almost like a rap or sung rap. But yeah, I don't speak Tagalog, at least not
Yeah.
enough to understand.
That's the
words.
problem.
I saw you need to put
Because,
subtitles or something on there so I can understand. But no, it was. But yeah, I'm just from a musical standpoint, not knowing anything about the words. I really enjoyed it.
Mary,
It's
we
very
can
different
sell
from your
Norbert.
first song.
Yeah. But that was very good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Well, that's how Mary does. But you mentioned, Mary, that you wrote that in English actually, right? And then you had to translate it in Tagalog because you said you had some students. You were
Yes.
teaching some students about music. Can you tell us
That is
more
correct.
about that?
About 7 years ago, it's about you can really easily tie this to how I started writing music. When I was about 7 years ago, my pastor asked me to be able to teach some girls who've been, they're in a shelter and they've been rescued
Oh,
from prostitution. And
yes.
Oh.
my pastor said if I could teach them music since I know how to play, just about 3
Yeah.
instruments or 4. And so I did that. And these young ladies and where they're coming from, you can totally understand how the trauma has totally affected how they think, how they see themselves. And
hmm
so a few years after I taught them, I thought I'd write them this song. And actually, it was because I was teaching them. When I started teaching them, I told them, how about you write your own songs? And I wasn't writing my songs then. And so just to prove to them that I could write, I had to start writing my own songs. And that's how I got started with songwriting.
Oh,
And
I've
so
been
when I wrote, yes. And so I wrote to
Oh.
them this song just to really encourage them that they don't have to
Oh.
stay, in a victim. They can always be a victor. In God, they can always be a victor. And so this is what the song is about, Norb. It's about being a warrior. Maharlika is actually a warrior, and
Uh-huh.
they can be strong. They can have their lives turned around in God, and they can be strong warriors and for the rest of their lives.
Yep. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you really are not just talented, but you're so blessed. Blessed with all of your talents.
Yeah, yeah,
And we are very lucky to have you as our guest on our program.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Anyway, Miles, it's about time we maybe said our shout outs and
Yeah.
maybe some birthday greetings. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, Kuya Bert. Okay, just want to say happy birthday to the following. My best friend Lisa Rickert from Varsity Lakes, Queensland, Australia today. Uh, Letty de Sacola from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Her birthday today too. And Lita Evidente, my former colleague in Channel 7 from Cebu City, Philippines, September 28. Miriam Jurado from Las Vegas, Nevada, September 29. Mel Panyan from Toowoomba, Queensland, Australia, September 29. Si Vel May Mendiola Carlos from Rockhampton, Queensland, Australia, September 29. And DJ Saudi Guillermo from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, October 1st. And Teresita Menen from Benalla, Victoria, October 3. Bert, it's your turn.
Sure. I'll start with a little short shout out, especially to David, Norbert's friend for the weekend, because I'm not so sure if he's going to be watching or listening today. But, he was an Atlanta Falcon fan, but he was okay. All right.
Yeah, he
I
was very
know
excited.
that kept Norbert very busy also. I'd like
he
also
was-
to say that to give a shout out to Andy Aguinaldo, to Dina Finney, to Tina and Ben Vega, to Delore and Vicky. Vicky could not join us today because I saw her during that fundraiser of
Yeah.
We Assist You and Delore,
Mhm.
and that was good. But she told me she was going to California, but apparently she was not just going to California, but she's going to Arizona also.
She went
And
to
now
Disneyland too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and now for birthdays, of course, this coming October 4, my daughter, Norbert's sister, is Monica Kawili.
Oh,
Is
happy
gonna have
birthday,
her
Monica.
birthday. And
Yay.
October 13, by the way, Miles, Shawnee is very thankful for the birthday card that she received
Ah, she got
yesterday.
it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
See,
you.
Miles had to mail this card 2 months ahead. 2 months before.
Norbert, I make sure that your mom receive it before they go away for a holiday.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Leaving in a few days.
And my wife's sister, October 6th, baby Crisostomo Vergara. Otherwise, we'll hear what Norbert would say. Maybe just repeat what I said, aside from some of his friends. Go ahead, Norb.
Yeah.
Yes, just to echo like what you said, my sister, looking forward to her and my brother-in-law Don coming to visit us here on Sunday, right before you leave for the Philippines. So we're going to celebrate her birthday a couple days in advance while we're all together. So that'll be fun Sunday. Hopefully we'll be celebrating a Seahawks win that day. We'll see. Also, let's see, I got a couple other friends I wanted to shout out. Anna Warner, the wife of the former Seahawks running back Kurt Warner, celebrated her birthday a couple days ago, along with our good friend Rochelle Humphrey. She has a couple daughters who also play volleyball, often alongside my daughters, or sometimes against each other. So happy birthday to her. And also want to say, I think you greeted her last week, Dad, but my sister-in-law, Erna Luceno, she had her birthday yesterday. So I'll just shout that one out again since I wasn't able to make the show.
Yeah,
last
that's
time,
true.
Didn't get to greet her birthday. So happy birthday to Erna. Who just celebrated her birthday yesterday. So, and then like you were saying to my friend David, who may be listening, I believe he may be on the plane or close to landing in Atlanta back home, feeling pretty good about himself. But yeah, we had a good time. It was an opportunity to show David around, somebody who's never been to Seattle before. So it was nice to be able to show him a little bit of the city our football stadiums and a little bit of our area. And he had some of the best weather I think you could imagine getting in September. It's not very often you get 80 degrees in Washington or in Seattle in the late part of September. So it was a very beautiful weekend that we just had. So still continues to be nice today. So far, so good.
All right. So, Mary, do you have any birthday greetings or shout out to do? Please do.
Sure. I'd like to shout out to everyone who's watching. Princess Sunny, I appreciate that you're here. That you always are there to support. Sir Irving Mendoza, I have not met you yet. And to those who are watching on YouTube, to Ruth, good friend Ruth from the UK, and Janil from actually she lives in my city. Janil, thank you, Neil. And shout out and a birthday greeting to Bianca Mendoza. She's from Colorado, and it's actually her birthday today, I think, or it's gonna be tomorrow. But tomorrow for me, but September 28th. Yeah. So happy birthday, Bianca.
Okay, with that, we'd like to play the birthday song. I think Miles has disappeared again. Her internet problems never seem to go away. So I'm glad that you have good internet right there in Cebu City, Mary, because Miles in Australia, we just lost her. And she's going to come back in a minute or so, I'm sure. But for now, okay, Daniel, let's play the birthday song.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Today is your birthday.
Yep, yan po ang happy birthday song, and we dedicate that to all of our listeners dito po sa Fil-Am Radio. Thank you very much. Happy birthday sa inyong lahat. Okay, now let's see. Where's everybody? Where did everybody go? There, we haven't. I was looking for Miles. Miles hasn't come back yet. So we just keep talking with Mary. So, Mary, you did mention that you took up all of this songwriting in a later, when you were younger, you were really just maybe an avid student of, Norb, because he's I don't know if you've heard me before, Norb, but
I heard
Mary
she's a master plumber and was an
architect. Architect.
Yeah, I heard that part. Amazing.
Yeah. It's just amazing, and she teaches music. She plays the drums. She plays the guitar, and of course, aside from writing music songs, she is also a wonderful singer. Yeah,
multi-talented is an understatement.
Yep,
sure.
Understatement is correct. But she took up this later in her life, which. It's very encouraging because many of the singers that we have interviewed before, even when they were 6 years old, 7 or 9, they were already starting to sing. But not all of them could write music, but they could sing. And some of the questions that our viewers would ask our guests is, what kind of music you prefer, and obviously it's very obvious, you got the rap, the rhythmic, and all this, worship songs. And then they ask if you ever sang with some of the more popular or well-known, entertainers, whether it's Filipino entertainers, Have you?
I've not sung with any popular, but I actually was able to play percussions for a few gigs for Kichi Nadal when when she visited my city. And I don't know if you know Kichi Nadal. I think she's very
What's
famous.
your name again?
Kichi Nadal.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm sure Miles might know, but she's still lagging behind here. And when she comes back, she will be delayed. I could already imagine that or see it. But anyway, hopefully her disappearing act will come back right after we do our second news break. So let's hear it.
I'm Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not cooking up a batch of my famous wood-flavored chicken, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Have you ever went over a friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good?
PrEP is a daily pill that can significantly reduce your chances of getting HIV. And typically, it takes a trip to a physician to get it. Now you can visit select pharmacies, get tested on the spot, and walk away with your first month of PrEP. It's easier than ever to protect yourself from HIV, and with all the coverage options, you can get it at a very low cost. To find your nearest participating pharmacy, go to doh.wa.gov/PrEP now. That's doh.wa.gov/PrEP. Do it now. This is a message from the Washington State Department of Health and Public Health, Seattle and King County.
1, 2, get down. What's up, big and little homies? This is Masvita Maraire, host of Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your one-stop shop for Seattle sports. We cover preps, we cover college, we cover pro, we cover it all. Huskies, Mariners, Seahawks, Garfield, South, Roosevelt, Metro, King County. This is where you want to listen to for all the sports that's happening in Seattle. Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
This is Brenda Charles Edwards, host of Seniors Matter. Join me every week to get information on activities and issues that impact the lives of older adults and their families. That's Seniors Matter every week on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Struggling to pay your mortgage? If COVID-19 hurt your income, health, or family, you may be eligible for homeowner assistance funds from the government. Call 1-877-894-4663 now. Or visit WashingtonHalf.org. That's WashingtonHAF.org. Because falling on hard times does not have to mean losing your home.
You know you can't get enough of Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Kami po magbabalik sa inyo lahat. Ito po ang Fil-Am Radio Show sa Seattle, Washington, USA. Ito po si Mel Salvador at ang aking pong mga kasama.
Ako po si Kuya Bert Kawili, and I'm glad na nakabalik ka na.
Hello, everybody. My name is Norb Kawili, also known as NorbCam online. Glad to be here talking sports.
And our special guest.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Mary Ozaraga from Cebu City, Philippines.
Yay!
Right.
Bert, before we go back to Mary, I just want to thank Milagros Cruz of Pinoy Online Radio in San Jose, California. I received this from Obet Acoustic Collection.
Oh, finally, you got yours.
Yeah. It
because we got
so
ours more than weeks ago. So
I
finally
know. My God. Yeah. Thank you, Obet Rivera and Milagros Cruz of Pinoy Online Radio in San Jose, California, USA. Thank you so much. Yeah.
And thank you, Australia Internet, for bringing back Miles.
You know what? I don't know. I can't be any more mad because yesterday afternoon I received a text from them, my network, saying that today they gotta have a repair in the tower. Of all the days, why Wednesday? You know, I got sick of fighting with them. I surrender.
Okay, no, like the doctor said, Miles, to extend your life, you gotta be cool. Don't be stressed.
Yeah.
Anyway, going back to Mary. Mary, I would
Yeah.
like to hear your next song. Okay. Yeah. So,
Okay.
Miles, what's our next song, Miles? Hold
Oh,
tight.
I thought she gonna sing live. Okay, the next song
She
is
did already.
yeah. Okay, hold tight, let go. Whistle song by Mary Ozaraga. Yay.
Sky's clear, but I'm told a storm is coming. I smell the petrichor horizon as it's filling up the air. Oh, what if they got brewing way up there? Who knows? Storm's near, hold your breath and feel it coming. I hear the whistle of the wind turn into howling as they grow. Oh, wings of an angel in the room. Oh, now. Toughen as it's puffin', are you anchored down? Shakespeare can be shaken, taking yours down. Nobody hold tight and you let go. Nobody hold tight and you let go. Coast is clear, will you find yourself in pieces? You brought alive and what defines you all but changes in the darkness. All may not make sense, but you will learn. Just roll. The huffing and the puffing turns the upside down. We can be taken, but there's love around. Nobody hold tight and you let go. Nobody hold tight and you let go. Nobody hold tight and you let go.
Okay. All right, very good. You know,
Yay!
you know,
Yes, po, hold tight. Yes.
Mary, I was gonna ask you, did you whistle?
Yes, I did.
You
That was
did?
me. Yes.
Not many women can whistle, actually.
Yeah, I know. That's true.
So I
I
said,
can.
"Oh,
Can
well,
you
I
can you
tell
whistle,
you."
can you whistle at the Miles?
No, I can't. Don't come out.
That's why I said, "My gosh, Mary is really multi-talented. She can also
Yeah, she
whistle."
is.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh, that's
That's what I said. What can she do? What else can she do?
I tell you, I love the song. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the way you create or you put in the words, though.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
If I
it's
may,
kind
if I
of,
talk about the song,
yeah.
that's okay. Yeah. That okay?
Yeah,
This is
sure.
actually
Go
a
ahead.
song that was it was written in January. It was right after, I don't know if you heard how Odette kind of came and just brought so much damage in Cebu and many
Yeah.
islands in the Philippines, and that was probably one of the strongest we've had, the strongest typhoon we've had in the country for that year, for
Yeah.
after a few years, yeah. And so
Yeah.
pretty much that is what the song is about. It was really about the storm, and one thing that I saw. I mean, I was expecting things to be so chaotic, and after the storm, we didn't have power. We didn't have all the groceries, all the markets were all closed, and I thought there'd just be chaos in the streets or looting, things like that you see on TV.
Yeah.
But there's definitely was love around, and I really wanted to put light into that. That people were graceful. There was so much grace going around. People were even their hearts grew. Somehow the storm grew our hearts, and
Wow.
that's who we are. That's who we are as Filipinos.
That's what a true Filipino is.
Yeah.
Is there another storm brewing? I heard kind of right
There was,
now.
no, actually, it's a few days ago, about 3 days ago,
Oh, it was
in the
few days
north,
ago.
yeah, in
Yeah.
Luzon.
Yeah.
Signal
Yeah,
number 4. Yeah.
it's just unfortunate that the Visayas region, they mostly being hit by storms, and typhoons and stuff like that. But like you said, that was amazing, especially when that happened. I don't know if that was all over the Philippines like that, or just in Cebu City where people were really very back to their normal way of just be calm, help each other,
Yeah.
no
It was
looting. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah,
I really
yeah,
glad to hear that. Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
What's amazing?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Miles. Uh-oh. I hope you're not
Yeah. What's
delayed.
amazing, Kuya Bert, Norb, and Mary? I saw this. eh, I saw this in Facebook. Even the house, the water's up to the roof already.
Yes.
The people are still on top of the roof, waving and smiling.
Yep.
That is
That's
true.
really good. Yep. It's the weather has really been something else. I don't know. Here in Seattle, for example, it's fall, but it's like summer, like Norbert said earlier, and tomorrow I think it's good. It's gonna rain a little, so I don't have to water the plants.
They're frozen.
But it will soon be getting cold. How is it in the Philippines? What's the weather right now? Over nice?
It's been rainy a couple of days, but it's been today has been the sun broke out, so it's gonna be like this the whole year. Unpredictable
Wow.
rain, unpredictable sun, but
Well, because
no cold weather.
you heard Norbert say we are leaving for the Philippines October 4, arriving there on a Thursday. A lot of things, and the interesting thing is when we go there, we have all our summer clothing because supposedly it's supposed to be hot.
Yes.
Then when we leave in November, it's gonna be cold already here in Seattle. So it's kind of
You have to
hard.
pack up
You have
your
to
winter
prepare
clothes
for
now.
the return trip too.
Yeah.
Oh, mine is having really bad internet connections.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
Lost
gosh.
her again.
Yeah, and the interesting thing, Mary, is that when she comes back, she will be a little delayed. Meaning,
Yes.
I don't know if she heard you sing at all, because she said, "I thought she was gonna sing live,"
I
but
don't
you
know.
already
Might have been
did.
gone
So
during that part.
I think she might have missed that part.
Yeah.
But anyway, I know that we are gonna sing the Christmas song, but I'd like to hear this song also before we do that, because we have a little more time. Let's hear the Hour of the Sun. If uh, um, if Daniel could play that.
The dark
That
I know the promise for too long. Like a wrecking ball of breaks through hollowed strongholds of religion. The pride that built the wall that lies fall down. The time has come. Wake up to see the promise of the sun. Out of the dark of burning hearts we sing the songs of generations. Song of love and glory that's to come. Oh, a song of love and glory that's to come. Oh, hear the sound of the morning. There is a new awakening. Arise, believe. this holy power, in this holy hour. Hand on heart, we fight on our knees. There is holy power, in this holy hour. Hand on heart, we win on our knees. There is holy power, in this holy hour. Hand on heart, we march to the beat of hearts arising. Dry bones coming alive, and we sing the song of 1,000 tongues. You know it won't be long. Oh, hear the sound of the morning. There is a new awakening. Arise, believer, to the call of the dawn as we enter the hour of the sun. Oh, hear the sound of the morning. There is a new awakening. Arise, believer, to the call of the dawn as we enter the hour of the sun. To the call of the dawn as we enter the hour of the sun. To the call of the dawn as we enter the hour of the sun.
All right. Wow. The Hour of the Sun by Mary Osaraga. So, Mary, what a little background on that song, a little story or history. Yep.
Yes.
Very powerful.
It's actually a call to a reminder that I mean the end is coming. You know, but don't want it to be something that fear in people. I want people to somehow cultivate in their hearts that longing for that, and it just
To
you know, to
remind
be
them, I suppose.
that would be you know, something we look forward to actually more than we hate that the time when we actually get to see our Lord face to face. So that's what the song is about. Is about an awakening of the heart, awakening of the believers.
Yep.
That the sun is coming. The sun is coming, and that
Yes.
yeah, I hope you look forward to that with so much enthusiasm. Yeah.
Right. And I know from your bio that you are a religious leader in your church, which is good because of your I would say worship songs that you sing in church and these worship songs that you kind of do outside, which is really helping you as a religious leader, and I appreciate that very much.
Thank you.
And many of our people our viewers always ask our guests, where can they see, or your songs, or where can they download it, or whatever. And I know that you said most of your songs are on YouTube, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
tell us more about it so that our viewers will know how to reach you.
You can check all the music platforms. Every song I've released are all on all music platforms, so Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon. These are so many others.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the names are. But most of the songs, even the songs that I've not released, even demos that I just want to share, they're on YouTube. So almost not every song I've written, but most of the songs will be there. Yeah.
That's good.
So my
So,
YouTube channel is Mary Ozaraga. I'm sorry.
Mary Osaraga. That's it.
Yes.
You don't have any screen name. That's it. Yeah. Your full name. Yeah.
That's not my full name, but just shortened name. Yes.
Oh, okay. That's wonderful. At about this time, we normally would say our goodbyes, but so maybe let's do that now, because I'd like to hear that last closing song that we have, your Christmas version of what did you say, "Joy to the World" kind of thing. That should be interesting. So I'm gonna, because Miles is still in a deep state of disappearance. I would just like to say I am very, very thankful for you having you as our guest here. So thank you very much, Mary.
No,
Okay.
the honor is mine. I mean, thank you for having me. Really big privilege for me, an honor for me to be invited to share my songs and the stories behind them. So I'm grateful. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we are very grateful too. And Norb, you gonna say your goodbyes before we
Yes,
play our closing song?
Really, just thank you to everybody watching today. I know that a couple of the regulars who are always here, of course, Kuya Irving Mendoza, always watching the show, and a couple of my fans like Tyler Parcher. I can always count on him being here to watch not just my show, but watching your show as well. So thanks to them for always supporting the program.
I'm back.
Just in time.
All right, we'll give you time. So, and Miles, we're saying our goodbyes now before we play our closing song. Okay.
Okay, ang bilis po ng takbo ng ating Rosan, kaya ako po ay magpapaalam na sa inyo lahat. Maraming salamat po sa inyong patuloy na pagtangkilik at panonood sa aming programa Fil-Am Radio Show sa Seattle, Washington, USA. And Mary, thank you so much for gracing our program, joining us, and Kuya Bert, and thank you, Danielle.
All right, and with that,
and Mina got a message, Kuya Bert. She said, it's been raining almost every day here in Manila. No complaints. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. You have a beautiful voice, Mary. That's from Mirna Ismael, who's now in the Philippines, but she lives in Seattle. Yeah.
Okay. With that, Mary, we'll hear your last or the closing song for today's program. So, Danielle, any special link?
A Savior has come. Let all creation sing. For the sins of the world, His kingdom has come. Prepare to greet the King. Make way for the newborn King. The earth is awake with trumpets of praise. So come celebrate. Our Savior awakes. No, we won't be shaken. Our hearts burn aflame. His love will unite us. His love will remain. Sing joy to the world. Our Savior has come. Let all creation sing. For the sins of the world, His kingdom has come. Prepare to greet the King. Make way for the newborn King. The world is rejoicing. Salvation is near. The heavens declare our Savior is here. The King of the nations. Oh, my King of love, the King of all kings, the everlasting Lord. Sing joy to the world, our Savior has come. Let all creation sing. For the sins of the world, His kingdom has come. Prepare to greet the King. Make way for the newborn King. Come, let us adore Him. Come, let us adore. Let us adore Him. Come, let us adore Him. Come, let us adore. Let us adore Him. Come, let us adore Him. Come, let us adore. Let us adore Him. Come, let us adore Him. Come, let us adore. Let us adore. Sing joy to the world. Our Savior has come. Let all creation sing. For the sins of the world, His kingdom has come. Prepare to greet the King. Sing joy to the world. The Savior has come.
version of Joy to the World. I love it. Yes, Mary, you could answer some of the questions on Facebook. Well, I know Miles is still having problems, but we would like to close this broadcast with our closing song. Closing prayer. So let's bow our head for our closing prayer. Ama namin, purihin ang iyong pangalan, nagpupuri po kami at nagpapasalamat sa mga dakilang biyaya, buhay, lakas at subaybay na ipinagkaloob mo sa amin mula sa oras na ito hanggang sa wakas ng aming buhay. Amen. And stay tuned. Next on Rainier Avenue Radio World is Real Estate and Money 21 with Tina Lombard Harris and Violeta Strass. So thank you again, Mary, and we hope that we could listen more to your music. We'll check out YouTube. We'll have our audience check out also all of those media. And yes, you could answer some of the questions on Facebook after our show. So go ahead, Mary, and good luck to you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So bye-bye now. All right. Bye, Norb. Bye,